Okay, guys, welcome back to Let's Get Footy with Chris and myself, Tommy, where we dive deep into the latest news in the world of football, from the depths of League Two to the Champions League. We are going to discuss it all and get into it. Chris, how are you, my brother?
I'm good, man. Like I told you earlier, I pulled this out of the archive.
Beautiful
Uh,
retro
the whole
vintage. Look at
Carlsberg
that.
vintage 2007 Fernando Torres kit. Okay,
Ooh,
I know he went to Chelsea.
yeah.
I know he went to Chelsea,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll forever hate that. But you can't argue that he wasn't the best striker in the league from when he joined all the way up until he went to Chelsea. When he went to Chelsea, he was kind of like tailing off a bit because he kind of like fucked his hamstring, and then he
Mm-hmm.
played in the World Cup, and he wasn't himself after that. So I'll
It's still,
forever be pissed at him for going to Chelsea. But if you look at the situation the club was in at the time, and I think they signed him, I think it was like 50 mil, which was back in like 2011 or whatever, which is a
mm-hmm.
lot of freaking money.
Yeah.
50 mil gets you like a rotation player nowadays, which is insane.
Yeah, it's nothing now.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So I know he went to Chelsea, but the situation the club was in, like we were not in a great state for him. Like he was on the downturn anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So to get 50 mil for him at that time, I know it was going to a rival and we weren't in the best spot. Sorry, Lewis, fuck Chelsea. But
He's not sorry. He's not sorry.
no, I am not. Especially if they get Alonso, they
Yeah.
fuck you even harder.
Yes.
Dude,
He's
that's gonna piss me off if
that's
they get
apparently
Alonso.
that's very much looking likely now, right? Is that true?
It's they say it's close, but I don't see anybody credible really reporting it.
Mm-hmm.
So unless it comes out on Sky like breaking news, like Alonso has signed on to be the manager of Chelsea, I think.
You
You know,
refuse to believe it.
I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that we're gonna keep somebody that's lost, if you include the Charity Shield, 19 games with the potential to lose 2 more. And the fact that we drop points to a Chelsea team that has not won in 6 games.
You called it. You did say.
I did tell you. I
You said
told you.
last week draw. You said that last
I
week.
said a draw. I said
Mm-hmm.
it'll end in a draw because I have
Mm-hmm.
no faith in this manager to do anything different. And he has not shown anything that anything's going to change for the better.
Mm-hmm.
And the only times we've played well is when the players are like, you know what, screw it, we're going to run this shit because they can. When they're on it, they can play well. There's a little bit of imbalance. McAllister's falling off or whatever. I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but I'm coming to the end of it.
Do it, bro. Do it, bro.
I
Let's
know
go.
McAllister's fallen off, but it's like you had Curtis Jones there, who is probably one of your best midfielders throughout the season since McAllister like fell off. I don't know if it was the injury he had. I know he had like a surgery or whatever for that injury. He's probably not fully fit. Who knows? Maybe he's done. It happens. Yeah, Curtis Jones, and you kept persisting with McAllister and Grav. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of Grav backers in the fan base. The dude, what does he do? He scores the odd goal. He can run and take on people, but other than that, he passes sideways. He doesn't line break. He's not a good defender. He pulls out of challenges he is a favorite to win. So it's one of those things like, are we seeing a different game to other people? Like it's insane to me. Same thing with Villa. I'm worried about the game against Villa today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Is
really
that
concerned.
is that tonight? Is that
That's tonight. That's the
oh?
8 o'clock kickoff.
I
Yeah.
better sort my FPL team out. You just reminded me. I thought it was tomorrow.
You better lock that
Oh,
in.
I better lock that in, bro.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
so
start Ollie Watkins.
probably not. Probably not. So who? So it's Villa, and then who you got next week in the last game?
Brentford at
Okay.
home.
Mm-hmm.
It's frustrating to me because the joy of football for me is gone. Like, this season has really killed it.
Well
I've
done,
seen
Slot.
some bad performances,
Yeah.
but even under Rodgers, like, it was one of those things where I still went in with faith because Stevie G was there, Henderson was there, certain players were gonna give it their all. Even if they don't win, they're gonna try,
Hmm.
and I think that's probably because Stevie was there. But under this in this team, aside from, like, Mo and Virgil, like, who's there? Who's there to, like,
Isaac.
this is not acceptable. We don't have that.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
really don't.
Hmm.
I think I think if we had, like, a Stevie G in the squad, maybe we'd probably win a couple more games just because, he would give a shit.
Hmm. Hmm.
But,
Like we said last week, I don't think he's looking like there's going to be change, at least till maybe next season if you're 10 games in and it's not looking good. I don't know, but it looks like he's going to be there next year.
and that's the big risk. You have Alonso out there.
Ooh.
He went undefeated in the Bundesliga. He saved Leverkusen from relegation, and he went undefeated, beating Bayern, who basically run that league every year. Then the next season had like an okay season. Then he goes to, I think when Jurgen was leaving, Alonso was on that list of managers. And like Madrid always does, they have to have, they're the little rich kid. They have to have every single fucking new shiny toy. If there's
Hmm.
something brand new, they have to fucking have it. Whether it's a player, manager, whatever. That's what they do. They just hoard all of these treasures.
Hmm.
So as soon as Madrid came in for Alonso, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. He's not going to say no. He played for them. He played for us. So he took his opportunity at Madrid and it didn't work out, not because of him. The
Hmm.
dude had like a 72% winning percent. And as after he left, we got players knocking each other out and giving themselves brain injuries.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Did you
absolutely.
see that petition for Mbappe to get like for them to get rid of Mbappe?
No, I didn't see that.
It has
Is that
like
what it's
over
called?
like 3 million signatures. Yeah, there's a petition out there for Madrid to get rid of Mbappe. I don't know if it's a joke or if
Hmm.
somebody started it as a joke,
Hmm.
but it's there's something out there. There's another one to get to fire Arnie Slot that hit over 3
And
million, which is insane. Um,
Mourinho's going back to Madrid, isn't he?
I think
Mourinho's,
so. I think
yeah,
so.
that's what I heard.
I kind of deviated away from like talking about the kit and stuff, but
It's good. You got
because
it off your chest. You know,
I did because that really bothered me because when we
Mhm,
scored, I was like, okay, all right, let's make it two, and then we dropped off. We take
mhm,
the foot so many times this season. We'll score, we'll take the foot off the pedal, and we'll let the other team back into the game.
mhm,
We do not have the defensive structure to do what the Jurgen team used to do from 2018 to about 2020, I would say.
mhm,
If you remember those teams, as soon as you went 1-0 down to Liverpool, you might as well fucking packed it home because
mhm,
you weren't going to score and you were going to concede a sec. That's just how it was.
mhm,
Allison's not what he used to be. I'm sorry. And I absolutely love him. Virgil's going to be like 35. You can't expect that same thing from
mhm.
those types of players. And as it's so many of them are going to leave in the summer.
You
Allison might go to Juventus.
mhm,
Curtis Jones might go to Inter. We all know Salah's leaving on a free. Robbo's leaving on a free. You don't know who else wants to leave because there's the rumor that he's going to remain in charge. It looks like there's there's a roadblock with the Kanate contract situation. A few weeks ago it was like, oh, they're very close to a deal, but now there's a roadblock. Why is there a roadblock? Maybe he was expecting the manager to go. And now he found out, okay, he's not going yet. Then I'm not going to resign.
mhm, mhm.
So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Everything's a mess. It's amazing how it took 2 seasons or less than 2 seasons for them to just fucking dismantle what Jurgen spent so much time putting together.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of losing Trent? The impact of losing Trent had on the team. Do you think that had a big impact?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm just as irritated that he left. You know, he was the main scouser. I know Jones is there, but he was the scouser in the team. He was the boy from Liverpool that literally got Liverpool a league title, the first league title in almost 30 years. He won the Champions League with them. He won a second league title with them. He won every single cup you could possibly win with Liverpool, bar the Europa League. And then he left out the back door. And I think that was a big problem for most fans, including myself. I understand that there's a hierarchy. You know, there's Madrid and Barcelona,
Leighton
and
Orient.
then
Yeah.
Leighton Orient, Madrid, Barca, and Leighton Orient,
Yeah.
and and then Liverpool, United, etc. Anytime one of those big Spanish giants come calling, it's not just because of it's Real Madrid or whatever. It's the location that they're in. They're located in Spain. It's nice weather. It's a different lifestyle. A lot of players are attracted to that, and do I fault him for going? Because probably not, because it's life-changing money. I mean, like, they make life-changing money in general, but the amount of money he's probably getting from
Mm-hmm.
Madrid is just that we know of is probably insane, especially with like a signing bonus and stuff. But I think that was like the main problem for some fans. And I think that was the main one for me is like at least sign an extension with the release clause so we can get something for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like with Luis Suarez. Suarez is like, okay, I'll sign a contract extent, but there's a clause for Barcelona. And as soon as he signed that extension, that summer of the World Cup, what did he went for like 65 million. And go ahead, Luis, we know you want to play for Barca. And
Mm-hmm.
if that was communicated and he didn't leave through the back door, I think a lot of people would have sent him off in a better fashion than they did. I think he
Mm-hmm.
would have had a better sending off. Because if he was like, look, Jurgen's gone, I don't like this new guy. You could tell from the beginning, like a lot, like he didn't like the new manager. And that, like, I mean, Mo has 1 year left on his contract and he wants to leave. So what does that tell you?
Mm-hmm.
But I think if he got us a big fee, or at least a decent fee, I think a lot of people would have been okay with it. But the fact that he just left out the back door is
Yeah.
kind of annoying.
Yeah. It was quite because the fans obviously were not happy. A lot of the fans,
No.
and made that very clear in his last few games at the club.
Yeah.
And it was quite a controversial thing at the time. I remember talking to Liverpool fans, and some were like, well, "It's a disgrace, he's a Liverpool boy. We should be loving him still. Obviously he's going to go, but he's done a lot with the club." And then you had the other fans that were saying, "Nah, screw him, he's leaving on." And it was quite a mixed in the fan base. There was quite a mixed opinions on the whole thing. Would you like to see him back one day?
No,
No, that's it
no.
now.
It is what it is.
Hmm.
By the time he comes back, he would be like out of his prime and everything.
Hmm.
And the one concern that I have is like he picks up a lot of like muscle injuries, like hamstring and all that stuff. And I think that's from the style of play with Jurgen.
Hmm.
It was very intense. And that's like a concern for me. Would I love to have his creativity back and everything from that position of right back? Absolutely.
Hmm.
Because I think that's one of the things that we're missing. His creativity, like, and his syncing with Mo, like, he'll boot the ball down the field, and Mo doesn't even have to pick his head up because he knows that Mo's already running,
Hmm.
and we
Yeah,
don't have that this season. And I
they
don't
were,
know if
they were
that's
unbelievable
yeah,
last year. Yeah,
yeah. That's the most solid title.
that Salah, he was
That is the most
unbelievable.
solid title.
Hmm. Hmm.
We're not going to see that again.
Salah was unreal last
Yeah,
season. I know and as you said before, his stats are pretty good this year as well. It's only because he was so unbelievable last season that people are like, he's gone off, and maybe he has gone off a little bit, but
sure. Yeah.
he's still got some good
He
stats.
still he
Yeah,
still has the technical skill. Like he's not
yeah.
as fast as he used to be, but he's still in top condition. If you have enough players to platform him at this point in his career, he will give you, but you can't expect him to like track back like he used to do. Well, at least he gave me a chance to get that off my chest. I think what we wanted to start off with was we were talking about FIFA and stuff, and our and the ass whoopings we used to receive and give out.
It is nice to get these things off your chest, though. The football fan will understand that. You need to, like I had to get a little bit of the Leyton Orient stress off my chest last week. This week's been a breeze, by the way. This week's been a breeze. The season's over.
Game.
I've been watching football, relaxing. No worries, no stress. But it's going to be emotional saying bye to Salah. Obviously,
it's going to suck.
It's going to be. Is it last game of the season at home?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big send off, right? That's going to be emotional. There's going to be tears.
It's going to be different. But you know what I mean? It's like when things you're familiar with kind of like die off, and it just takes you a little bit to get back into it. I think that's just normal with everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I know it's not sport. That's what I'm like with Pokemon cards at the moment. I was a big Pokemon card guy.
Yeah, me too.
And I had so many great cards that would probably be worth an incredible amount of money in today's market. But like many people, they vanished. Parents threw them away. Absolute heartbreak. And now I'm getting back into. I'm not spending silly money. I'm not doing that. I'm being careful. But I'm getting back into collecting my old cards that I once had. And I've started my my Pokemon journey again, and I'm starting to. That nostalgia is so magical, and seeing these old cards and cards that I had, which infuriates me. But so, yeah, I know that's not sport, but a similar sort of thing, where you're holding on to the love you had for something once.
Yeah, it's insane.
And talking of nostalgia, we should get into what we was talking about before we started recording. It is football related. FIFA and PES back in the day. Was you a PES guy or a FIFA guy back in the day? Because there was a time where they were like PES sort of took over for a little bit. I'm not sure in the US if it was the same, but in the UK, especially, it took over. PES for a few years was on top.
Yeah, they were. It was definitely a better game, but FIFA overtook them when they got the Champions League license, the UEFA license back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was always a problem with PES.
Yeah. They exclusively had the Champions League licensing, which kind of pissed everybody off. No, and then EA got it back.
hardly any kits on PES. It was like not the real names of the players. That was the problem for me. I know you could buy like the memory cards with all the actual stuff on, which I used to do.
Yeah.
Remember that back in the day? You'd buy a memory card, it'd have all the kits on it, it'd have the badges on it, all the right names on it, and you're like, yes, this is amazing. They were good times, man. Very simple times. That's all we needed, a memory card.
Yeah, you remember the names? They were like Merseyside Red, Manchester Blue, Manchester Red.
Yeah.
And there was no logo, nothing. The kit was just red.
Yeah. And that's why FIFA was always like the better option, I thought.
Yeah.
Plus, you can be Leyton Orient on FIFA, which you couldn't do on PES. I used to make Orient on PES because you used to be able to make your own badge as well.
Yeah.
And I used to make badges, and it made it very similar to the Orient, like pretty good actually. And then you could buy like the Nike tick and stuff, so you could make the badge. You couldn't buy the Nike tick; you had to get it on the memory card.
Little,
it was like and then you could like make the kit Nike or whatever. Good times, man. PES was good, but yeah, FIFA was. I think there was like 2 years where PES was it took over.
Yeah. Plus their commentary team was light years better than the FIFA one with Peter Drury and Jim Beglin.
Yes.
Oh my God! If they put Peter Drury and Jim Beglin in the FC games, yes, please.
I can't remember what PES it was. I think what year it was. I think it was early 2000s. I think it was Omri and John Terry on the front. That was when PES was at its peak. And
Yeah.
Adriano, there was one where Adriano was on the front. Yeah, good times, man.
Yeah. Oh my God. Who was that Scottish guy that used to commentate with Martin Tyler? Oh
Was it Ali
my
McCoist? Ali
No,
McCoist? Was
no,
it?
no, no,
No?
no. Oh God, no, I gotta look
Google.
it up.
Google. Oh, I know who you mean. The guy that got sacked.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't
Andy
remember what he got.
Gray.
That's it. It was great. I can't remember what he got sacked for though. I think it was bad.
Yeah, I
He
think
said
I
something
forgot
bad
what
or
he
did
did. He
something
did
bad.
something. Yeah, he did.
He did do
He
something.
got
Oh, what
sacked.
was it?
Yeah. I don't remember.
Oh,
I think he was like harassing women at work or something. So
probably.
it was justified for him to get booted. Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I
But
can't
he
remember what
was
it
part
was.
of the commentary, and I think in some of the earlier FIFAs, him and Martin Tyler did some
Mhm.
commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were always together for the fucking Champions League, though. It was always them two.
Who was
You
the other
remember?
guy? There was another guy that used to do all the Sky. Oh, and I forgot his name. His name's gone from me, but he got sacked as well for something very similar. He said something, and
Who with Martin Tyler?
can't remember his name. You'll know him
Well,
if you see him, and people listening to this will know him. But he got sacked, and he came out after he got sacked, and they asked him about it. He was like, "It was just banter." Do you remember that? What was his name?
I can't
I'm so
remember.
crap with names, bro. This is my problem. He got sacked from Sky about the. It might have been the same time. They might have actually got sacked together, Gray and him. They might have actually got sacked at the same time.
Oh, was it Keys?
That's it, Richard Keys. Is
Yeah,
it?
Richard Keys.
That's it. You still see him floating about every now and again on stuff.
They're like with beIN Sport now or something, right? Like they're
Yeah, they're
over in
doing something.
Dubai or
Yeah,
something.
they're doing something.
Yeah, him and his
But it
like
was like,
fucking wolf hands. We like,
it's, he's an actual werewolf. He's like,
dude. I
so hairy.
anytime like people start trolling him, I just like everybody just joins in.
Mm.
And it's like we played a game. I think it was like 5 summers ago. We play a game like, did you get blocked by Keys yet?
Really?
And you would check, you'd pull up Richard Keys on Twitter and
That's
see if he
amazing.
blocked you.
Did he block you? Did you get blocked?
I think I did. Yeah.
That would be so. Oh wow!
I think I did.
Oh wow!
Oh my God. Who else did I?
Richard Keys,
Who
you
else we used
werewolf.
to annoy? Oh my God. Who was that? He used to play striker for Southampton.
Oh, the Tizier.
Yes.
Tizier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We would harass the fuck out of him too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I quite like Matt Letizia. I quite like it. What a play! And he stayed with Southampton. He stayed
Yeah,
his
he
whole
did.
career.
Yep.
They're quite rare. You know, I don't know if in today's that would have happened because he probably would have got bought for big money, I guess, in today's market.
Yeah. Speaking of big money, and I promise we'll get to what we initially want to talk to, which is FVAR.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Thought that before this weekend as well. Before the last week, I've thought that from the start. I hate VAR. I really, and I'm glad I don't have to deal with it in League One with the Mighty O's. When we see a goal go in now, we celebrate, knowing that most of the time it's going to be given. When you see a goal in the Premier League now, you see a goal. There's that initial yes, and then hang on, yes, and I hate that.
Yeah.
For me, that has killed that magic moment of that goal. And obviously sometimes there's goals from outside the box, and they're they're going to be given, but those a corner goal, or goal from a corner, or a goal from like a tap in, you never know if there was some sort of thing. Yeah, and I hate that.
It's annoying. But real quick fun fact: if you haven't watched the Ronaldinho documentary on Netflix, watch it. It's great.
I want to watch. It's just come out, right?
Yeah. It's 3 episodes. It's great. His brother's, I don't know. His brother, I don't think he had his best interest in mind. So you'll see when you see the documentary.
Okay.
But when he left from PSG to Barcelona, they paid 30 million euros for him. In today's money, that's only 48 million.
Wow.
48 million doesn't get you a superstar nowadays.
Yeah.
It's
It is
freaking
wild.
insane. It is crazy. And the football transfer market needs to fucking crash and go back to some normalcy. It's like, and a 22-year-old being priced at 90 million pounds. Like, you out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It doesn't make sense.
It really is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Jack Grealish. I know he was
100 million.
incredible player. I know he's a good player, Jack Grealish. I'm not, but he's done. Obviously, his City career just went. And now he's at Everton. He's not doing nothing really there. I know he started okay, I believe, but he's
Yeah, I
100
think he's
million.
hurt or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. And it's difficult because I quite like the way the NFL do it. I know it's a different game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if how they do it completely wouldn't work in the Premier League, but I do think there has to be some kind of, I don't
salary
know.
cap.
I don't, yeah, mate. Yeah, I know there is certain things in place now which Manchester City don't have to listen to, but everyone else has to listen to.
Yeah, that's why Villa can't spend their money that they have.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
Newcastle, right? They sort of they can't either. But City, it's fine. You just sue me. Sue me. What are you going to do?
Speaking of City and VAR and Arsenal, to your point about VAR just like ruining the game, like that goal that was wrongly disallowed for West Ham. Now, this is not even an Arsenal issue. This is about the referees not enforcing the rules fairly. Did you listen to the audio? The VAR audio?
Yep.
Fucking scandalous. They were trying to persuade who the hell was the ref? Kavanaugh on the day or something like that. Persuade him to disallow the goal. There were like 4 fouls committed by each team.
Yeah.
In that whole process of play. And I think the goals should have stood. That goal could be the difference between West Ham going down or staying up.
Arsenal winning the league.
Yeah, that too. But the fact that Arsenal throughout the season has done the same thing to opposition goalkeepers and never got flagged for it in VAR reviews is scandalous. Apparently, they're the only team in the league without a red card this season.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if that's bullshit. I saw that in passing.
Okay.
Now I got to look it up.
Yeah, we got to fact check that.
Yeah.
It depends who you talk to on this. I know it's very controversial.
No, they haven't.
They haven't.
Okay. They haven't had a red card this season with all the shit they've done. That like headbutting thing with Holland. Oh, they did it a review. Oh, independent panel said that he should have been sent off for that. Then fucking retroactively give him a red card. I don't know how many times. Like, this is what pisses me off with me. VAR was brought in to get the calls right, not to do this whole persuasion, clear and obvious bullshit.
Yeah.
If it's a penalty, call it a fucking penalty. If it hits the player's hand, it's a hand fucking ball. It's not rocket science. Tommy, if I whip in a corner and you're like this in the air and it hits your hand, that's a fucking handball. I don't care about where it's positioned on your body. Oh, is that a natural thing because he's jumping? No. It's a fucking handball. Call the penalty. It's not rocket science.
This is the problem with VAR, right? It's come in to sort of squish the arguments of these decisions, right? But it hasn't done that. It's just added to the arguments, and it's still someone's opinion at the end of the day. It's still actually people's opinion. You're just seeing it in a longer time. So obviously, back in the day, something happens. The referee either gives it as a goal or not, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll argue about it after. There was some mistakes. Obviously, there's some big mistakes in the past, but at least you knew there and then it was done. The referee's seen it this way. It's done. Now it's not really squished. I mean, sometimes I guess it does take out that problem, but there's still times where there's a goal. We then wait 5-10 minutes for them to make a decision. If you can't see that straight away, just give the goal, man. You know, if it's not
Yeah.
clear and obvious straight away, give the goal. If you have to watch it for 5 minutes to pick
Yeah.
out little things, because look, like going back to the NFL, right? And I know we're not talking NFL, we're talking football, but soccer.
Yeah.
But in the NFL, every play that you watch, you could probably give a foul at some point. You
Right.
know, every play, and it's the thing with the NFL. People say that, you know, certain referees can sway the game because they can pick out these things, but you could call a foul probably in every play in the NFL if you really looked at every single detail, every single player on every single play. Probably someone's doing something that is a foul technically that you could call a foul, you know, but they
Yeah.
don't because the game would be dead, you know, if it was a foul every, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Like they say, like the line is, you could call holding on every play for the NFL.
Ooh, that's
Like,
it. And sometimes they call playing. You're like, what? What are you talking about? That happens every play.
yeah, exactly. And that's what frustrates me. Like, if you want this to stop, like with the whole goalkeeper stuff, make it explicitly clear when the keeper is coming to play the ball, when the corner
Hmm.
gets whipped in, if they are making an action towards the ball, you cannot touch them, you cannot nudge them, you cannot put your arms around them, nothing, because it's an instant free kick.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Which I still want football to be a contact sport. So I still want there to be that, you know. I know goalkeepers get protected, and you can argue rightly so or whatever.
It
Goalkeepers
depends.
a different kind of yeah. It depends who and when and what the game is, but we still want to see that contact. The thing is with that goal in particular, the West
Yeah,
Ham one. So it's controversial because I have talked to people this week that are like, yeah, it was definitely a foul. They've made the right decision, and that normally is an Arsenal fan or someone that likes Arsenal. You know,
yeah.
for a neutral, we wanted to see that go in because it kept that, you know, that obviously the Man City Arsenal title
Try to
race
race alive, right,
alive. I know it
yeah.
still is alive, but it would have been even more juicy. The Tottenham West Ham situation is keeping that a little bit more juicy. I know that's still alive. I think Tottenham are still in trouble, but that would have obviously made that more exciting. So we wanted that to be a goal for a neutral, you know. So the argument is the West Ham player that's got his hand on Raya over his neck. There is a shot where he's holding his neck, kind of, and you could,
His arm is like out like this.
yeah.
Yeah,
And you're saying this is just me being devil's advocate. I think it should have been a goal, right? But there are a
yeah.
lot of people arguing that was stopping
Uh,
Raya from catching the ball.
okay.
Mhm.
Alright, let's roll with that.
Let's be
So,
devil's advocate.
okay,
Yeah,
if that's the foul, correct?
yeah.
But in the
That's
process of the ball being played prior to Callum Wilson scoring the goal, you have Declan Rice bear hugging people,
this
dragging
is
people to the ground. West Ham players are doing it to Arsenal players. What is the definitive moment in the process of
that's the
play?
thing. That's the
Is
thing.
it the goalkeeper? Because if you're looking at the the play itself, the ball gets whipped in while the ball is in the air before it even gets to Ryan. You could argue that there are fouls that should have been a penalty.
Yes, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So
So,
when do you choose what decision you give in that play in that moment? Like, is it just because it's the keeper? So you're just protecting the keeper? That's where it's just
yeah.
not clear.
So I think it should be reviewed from the first instance of a potential foul,
Yeah.
starting with the penalty.
So then that would be a penalty if that's if
So if the goal, so you have two options then. Deny, like, do you give the penalty or do you just let the goal stand?
yeah. Can you imagine
So
if they gave the penalty? Can you imagine that
uh,
if they had done that?
I think, yeah, yeah, that honestly, if they wanted to, they should have done that then,
Hmm.
because I think that would have been the right call.
Yeah. If that's the start of the play,
Yeah,
that's the first foul. That's the one you go with, right? You can't
yeah,
pick if there's been 3 or 4 fouls in that moment. You can't pick. Oh, that's the one. That's the
yeah.
one
I
we've
think you
got
picked
to.
the first in that instance. You picked the first
Yeah.
foul. If the first foul is a West Ham player fouling an Arsenal player, okay, it's a free kick to Arsenal. If it's the other way around, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
But dude, like you said, that VAR moment just kills the joy of the game because the stadium went nuts. It
Yeah.
went nuts. The ground was going crazy.
Hmm.
And
It
then
was,
that just gets sucked away.
yeah.
And it I don't know, man. I'm like, again, I'm not bitching because it's Arsenal. I'm just annoyed that the rules of the game are not enforced equally
So
amongst the teams. It's
if
annoying.
that, if that was Liverpool in that situation, let's
Yeah.
switch it a little bit. If that was Liverpool, you're Arsenal in that situation. What are you thinking? Are you going to be like, okay, no, West
I've
Ham should have had the penalty?
I've been in that situation. Give them the penalty because at least you have the chance of saving it.
Hmm.
Would I prefer a foul to be called on the keeper? Sure. There are many a
What?
times where I think Allison or whoever our keeper was could have done better to get to the ball. There are times where he's like being held by the waist and no foul gets called.
Hmm.
So I can't really bitch about that. So it's one of those things like if you're gonna do it, you got to be able to receive it as well.
Yep. Hmm.
I just want the game to be officiated fairly. And I
Yeah.
don't want referees to be the decider. That's what irritates me in sport when the referees decide who goes down and who becomes like champion based off of their decision. If it's not clear and obvious, it's not
Yeah.
clear and obvious. We
Hmm.
can't, there's too
Hmm.
much going on. It's not clear and obvious. Goal stands. Sorry.
That's where I think that's the route I think they need to go down. That's right. If you
Absolutely.
can't see the infringement straight away, you gotta just give the goal and play on. You know, if it's not there straight, you can look back at these things for hours after the game and sort of say, "I should have done this and should have that." But if it's not clear and obvious in that minute, in that second that the goal's gone in, then it's not clear and obvious. There's swings and roundabouts to all these things, you know. So give the goal, man, and it makes the game better anyway. We want to see goals ultimately.
Yeah. Yep.
Fans want to see goals. Neutrals want to see goals. I actually felt sorry for West Ham. I never thought I would say this. I felt sorry for West Ham. I was like, oh man, you know.
I did too. And I don't like them. I don't
Yeah,
like West Ham. I don't.
my brother.
Dude, they would they would rock up to like Anfield or something with the shittiest side and they'd somehow like get a draw
Yeah,
because
that's it.
Antonio would score some random goal from somewhere. I'm like,
Yeah,
that dude like was like my arch nemesis. I was like, fuck, if he's playing, great, they're gonna score.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what West Ham did. West Ham do that. I mean, that's why we thought that maybe something could happen against Arsenal because that is a West Ham thing to do. Is to
Yeah,
beat
which they
Arsenal.
did at the end,
They got the
but they got
draw.
fucked
We
over.
got the draw. And I know some people will listen to this and they'll be like, no, it was the right decision because it has been a very controversial one. And you look at, when they do like the referees review, the referees, they all stick together, obviously, but they're saying it
Of
was the
course,
the
of
right
course.
decision. But it's caused a bit
I
of
mean,
a,
fucking Howard Webb is the head of the PGMOL, isn't he?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
You remember when oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. I can't believe I'm forgetting.
Oh, I
Ryan
can. I
Babel.
do.
Ryan
Yes,
Babel when he
Babel.
photoshopped Webb in the United kit.
Yes.
He got in trouble for that.
Babel, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dude, there's just I heard a rumor when VAR first started. Um that it started off pretty well, I think, because they were getting the right calls and stuff. But apparently, like the refs on the pitch were getting pissed off
Hmm.
because it's like you're undermining my decision.
Yeah.
So now, like, that's kind of why it's gotten shittier. Like, certain refs were not happy with younger referees on the VAR, which I think is like kind of fucked up. I think VAR needs to be like an independent thing
Yeah.
where like the referees are not involved. Like you get like you get some retired guys,
Hmm. Hmm.
some retired referees that have no connection to the referees at all,
Hmm.
and just put them in like a booth in London
Hmm.
and just have them check.
I mean, maybe it has to be AI. I know this
AI,
is. I
maybe.
know. I know. We talk about AI taking over, but in this case, it would be non-biased. Hopefully, hopefully it'd be non-biased, but there would be no sway. It wouldn't care about the result either way, because you can't ever rule out that person doing the VAR has not got a little soft spot for Arsenal, or you don't know. You just don't know. So if you had AI doing this stuff, and it could literally make, and I'm sure this is how it's going to go. Maybe if it's VAR's purpose is what it's meant to be, surely it's going to go down that route of AI where it can make that decision because it knows immediately if it was offside. It knows immediately if there was like a handball or an infringement, and that would probably be the way, because then there's no doubt of human bias in, it would make the decision straight away because it would see it straight away, and it's not human eyes that are trying to like, is there an arm there? Is that a handball?
Yeah.
It would know. The technology hopefully would be good enough for it to know immediately. And then you wouldn't have this 2 minutes after a goal, no goal palaver, which I hate.
Yeah, I've been stung by that so many times. Like a goal goes, and it's like, oh, that just kills the game. That kills the game.
Yeah. I haven't got to worry about it with the O's yet. It's not come into League One yet. I know it's in the Championship, right? VAR? Or it's coming in I'm not sure. I know it's in the playoff finals and stuff. But we did play Leeds years ago when Leeds were in League One, and we beat them. We beat them 2-1, but it went down as 1-1. But we scored a goal. Adam Boyd scored a goal, and it was like that. It was like a metre over the line. Very clear. You could see it on the telly. It was a goal. VAR obviously would have given it straight away. That would have undoubt. But that game went down as 1-1.
You didn't have goal line tech?
No goal line tech, bro. It was all by the eye, all by human eye. It was that far over. Honestly, it was undeniable. After the game, watching it, we scored. It wasn't given.
I saw that somebody posted a clip of, I think it was like United in the late 90s, and a miraculous save, and the ball was like over the line by a foot, and he bombed it out, and they didn't give the goal to the opposite.
So stuff like that. I mean, obviously they've got the watch now that vibrates. It says it's gone over the line.
Yeah. Oh my God, who the hell was it? You remember during the lockdown season, that City won the title after we did? That's the real COVID title because there was no fucking fans. We were like 23 points clear in February of the 1920 season. So kiss my ass, anyone that calls our title a COVID title. We walked that fucking league. But if you remember the following season, I forget who were playing each other. I think it was like Burnley and somebody else for like a relegation fight. Was it Villa or like Burnley? And the keeper caught the ball and he fell back into his net. And they didn't on the corner, and they didn't give the goal to the opposition as an own goal. That was a fucking point of contention.
Yeah. Did he hold it just over the line?
No, it was like cradle.
It went in.
In the net.
Went in. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, when he caught it, and the goal was never given.
See, I mean, stuff like that. That's when the odds are so high there. Like if you lose that, you're going down. That's where VAR could be good if it makes a decision like that. Obviously.
Yeah.
But the technology's just got to get better, I think.
The people have.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it probably has to be AI like baseball did with the ABS, where they could challenge now the balls and strikes, and it's non-biased. It's just the AI or the robot telling you, it's a ball, it's a strike.
Mm-hmm.
There's no arguing it, nothing.
Yeah, that's got to be the way. I think.
Same thing with the automated offside. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the Prem were always late to adopt it because they don't want to go with the technology or whatever. They always push back on stupid shit like that. But when they implement it, the automated offside fucking works. Yeah. It works perfectly in the Champions League. Just use it.
Would you like to see them change the offside rule in the sense that this is what I'd like to see. Like in the offside, if like an elbow's offside, then it's offside. Or if their hairline's offside, it's offside. I would like to just change it so if one of their body parts is onside, so even if it's just a foot, I would like to see that as that's onside.
No.
We're going to see more goals then, bro. I want to see more goals.
No, that's
No,
then that just kills the high line. It kills the high line. Everybody will just sit back.
I want to see more goals though, bro. And I just feel that would I don't know.
I think if somebody's offside by their elbow or their arm or something like that, oh, his arm is offside. Okay,
His
that
nose is offside. You know,
you
stuff
can't
like that.
score with your arm.
Yeah,
In theory, you can't score with your arm.
Exactly. So it shouldn't be offside. Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that shouldn't be offside.
So feet, we'll say if your arm's offside or your head's offside. Oh no, you can score with your head.
You
obviously.
can't score with your head. If
Shoulder,
your arms are
yeah.
offside, something like that, it shouldn't be offside. It should stay onside.
But if your ponytail from your hair is offside,
yeah, that doesn't.
That should not count.
No, that shouldn't count. Yeah. But speaking of video,
oh yes,
Southampton got caught. Their little Spygate, that celebration.
yeah. I mean, it's a funny one. Have you seen that Southampton fan that does the dancing? He's sort of gone global.
Yeah.
He does dancing. I saw such a funny picture of it's like an AI picture of him in the training ground, sitting in the bushes, watching them. I'll have to send it to you. It's so funny, man. I mean, it is bad.
Funny.
It is bad if it's 100% true. I think it's true. They caught one of the Middlesbrough, what's it called, media team, I believe, filming a training
Southampton.
session. Yeah, sorry, Southampton. Yeah, Southampton media team filming the Middlesbrough training, and he was live streaming it, I believe. You know, yeah, it's bad. It's poor.
Yeah,
it's very poor.
There's petition to. There's like already been appeals for them to get booted out of the final.
I mean, that'd be huge if it happens.
Yeah, there's talks of postponing it while they sort this out. Yeah.
Well, it's the richest game in football. It's worth more than the Champions League final. You get more money winning that than winning the Champions League final. It's worth more. I'm sure it is, bro. Google it. I promise you, it's the richest game in football.
No.
It's the richest game in football. It's so important. I'm pretty sure it's worth more than the Champions League final. I have to ask AI. See, this is why AI is good, because it won't let you down. It will tell you straight away if you're talking rubbish or not. But I'm pretty sure it's the most. They used to call it the most expensive game in football because it means so much. You know, going to the Prem. It's.
Oh, wait, hold on. Winning the EFL secures promotion. Oh, that's winning the championship of projected 200 million.
But I'm pretty sure you actually get more for winning the playoff final. I don't know if that's. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty. That's what they used to say.
Playoff 200 million.
Yeah, if you win the playoff final.
That's insane.
Yeah, bro. So that's what they're playing for. Incredible.
Oh my god. It is worth more than the Champions League.
Bro, see?
Champions League winners win upward of 140 million to 160 million euros. Dude, that's probably like if you converted, that's like what, 130 million pounds?
It's a heck of a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Holy crap.
So that is, you know, obviously it's important to get to the Premier League anyway, but it's also it's massive money involved.
Could you imagine if Leyton Orient won? Oh my god.
Oh, bro.
Club changing money. My god.
One day.
Next season. That's
why it's so important. Is you get to the Premier League, you get relegated, you get loads of money. You go up, you get loads. You know, and that's why you get these same teams in the cycle, obviously. But it's massive. It could be, you know, it's life changing for those clubs. You know, obviously.
Yeah. What do you think should happen? I don't know. I'm okay with them getting kicked out and maybe Middlesbrough taking their spot.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you've got to prove exactly what the guy was doing. You've got to prove. I mean, if there's real intent there, if they've sent him down, if they've said, you know, film him, that we want to see what they're doing, want to see how they're lining up and all that kind of stuff. That's real cheating. You know, they're really cheating. Yeah. Obviously, that's cheating, and there's got to be some consequence for that. If they can prove that that's 100%, why is he there? You know, he's why is he in Middlesbrough when he's He lives in Southampton, I'm guessing, and he's, was he there that day for something else? He's got, I'll go and check out the Southampton training ground and I'll film it and send it to the boys. We've got to find out if it's definitely wrong. It's 100% wrong. And I think to kick them out of the final, that would be big. That would be that would be devastating for Southampton. It would be devastating for like the whole season, because it would what would you do? Just give it to Hull and they just go up? I mean, or do you review it at the end of the season and kind of, if it's found they're guilty, do you give them a point deduction, which would be very harmful for them? There has to be some sort of investigation to find out exactly what happened.
I don't know. I think depending on how long they take with the investigation and stuff, I think if they're like, yeah, this was malicious intent, this is cheating, I think you kick them out and you put Middlesbrough in.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Because I'd be a Middlesbrough fan.
Yeah,
shout out Liam
too.
Shout out Liam from the Spooky Shed podcast.
Yeah, Liam, we got to get you on here.
Yes, big Middlesbrough fan. And I was rooting for you, brother. I think that would be massive if they did that. Because I felt so sorry. We was talking before that I think it was the Southampton captain, I'm not sure his name. He ran over when they scored the goal. He ran over doing the goggles, doing the...
if that's not clear.
Bro, I'd headbutt him.
Yeah.
I'd be so angry. I don't condone violence, but I'd be very angry. I had to backtrack there. But
or have Middlesbrough and Millwall do their own semi.
Yeah,
dude, I'm desperate for Millwall.
I wanted Millwall. I can't lie.
Sorry, Ipswich fans. I don't fucking want you back in the. I want Millwall.
Yeah, we've seen Ipswich. We've seen Ed Sheeran. We've seen Ed Sheeran sing at Ipswich. Yeah, we're not bothered anymore. We want to see Millwall. We want to see the aggro every week. But it could possibly still be West Ham Millwall next year in the Championship now, which would be aggro. That would be wild. Even Tottenham Millwall would be wild. But yeah, if I was a Middlesbrough fan, I would be insanely fuming right now.
They have grounds for not only the cheating, but also for monetary reasons. Because they're potentially losing out if they went to win. You can't say that, you definitely wouldn't have beaten Hull. You don't know. So my club potentially lost out on £200 million.
Yeah, it's massive.
Which if found guilty, Southampton should be liable for.
Yeah. And that press dude, whoever he is, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
He's in big trouble.
Yeah, how do you get caught doing that, though?
I've seen a video, and I don't know if it's the actual video of the actual incident. I've seen a video of a guy holding a cell phone, standing next to a tree. I don't know if that's actually the guy. It might be. I'm not sure. I mean...
Dude, somebody just sign up for, a subscription to Southampton and watch their insider training videos. All that shit's public. Go watch the live training and put on a GoPro or a little camera or something. Don't make it blatantly obvious.
Yeah. In the bush.
You fucking dumbass.
They're going to play a 4-4-2, guys. They're going 4-4-2.
Yeah. Or watch the fucking 40-something games that they played this past
season. Yeah, it's there. You've got it all, man. You watched their last game, or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy one. It's very stupid. If they do get kicked out or whatever, they're it's massively, massively, massively stupid on their behalf to even risk having the possibility of that happening. It's not the first. There's been many accounts of this happening before in football. People Spygate and stuff like that.
Should have stripped you of your Super Bowls.
He was innocent.
Deflate Gate, Spygate.
Oh yeah.
What's the next gate coming out? Yeah. We got a Fair Gate.
Oh yeah. Bro, that is a wild one.
That is insane.
It's always New England, man. It's always New England. But it's wild.
They need to calm down over there.
Absolutely. What's going on?
I don't know, man. Before we wrap up for today, Tommy, let's run through the fixtures and see what we got.
Can I quickly tell you that Arsenal thing? That
Yeah,
funny
yeah,
Arsenal
yeah. Go ahead, go
thing
ahead, go
about-
ahead.
So, so when Arsenal got to the final of the Champions League, right? One of their fans posted on social media a receipt for a hotel booking, and he said, "Believed in my." Did you see this? He went, "Believed in my team from January or the start of the season, whatever," and he bought the hotel room, which was like 100 and something euros. It's quite a good deal. Now, if you try and buy the same room, it's worth like 1,200 euros. So it's like it's 10 times the price now. So
Yeah.
he's put this on social media, going, and a Tottenham fan. He's not only put it on social media, he's left all these details in the picture, so every man and his dog can see this guy's details.
Information. Yep.
So a Tottenham fan has rung up and he's cancelled the hotel room. I saw that. I was like, that is amazing. Oh, you'd be fuming. You'd be absolutely fuming. But it's just it's fantastic.
Be humble, eh?
Stay humble. Yeah.
Yeah. Stay humble.
I just saw that story and I was like, that is incredible. That's incredible. Why would you put any information like that on social media? Anyway?
Yeah,
just say it. Just say it.
Just be like, great, can't wait to see Arsenal in the Champions League final. Like, you know, just
got a good deal on the hotel room that I booked back in March.
Yeah,
whatever.
Fans are so ready to like stick it to one another that they don't think.
I just thought that was quite
that was fucking hilarious. I did see that.
That's a lesson.
It's a lesson. Guys. Yeah, he got a life lesson there. Crop
I
your images before you post them.
Yeah, I wonder if he kind of rung up and managed to sort it out. I don't know, but
I hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah. You think that hotel is gonna miss out on the opportunity?
No, they're selling that room for a lot more money now. Yeah, they're gonna make 10% on that.
Yeah,
10 times more. Sorry, 10 times more.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But Tommy, let's go into the fixtures for this weekend. Starting today, we got Aston Villa at home to the Mighty Reds. What's your prediction there?
I think you win tonight. I think you win 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. I'm abstaining from a prediction today.
I don't think you should because you got it last week.
All right, I'm gonna go 2-2.
Another draw. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-2.
Okay.
Tomorrow, the lunchtime kickoff, we got Man United at home to Nottingham Forest. What do you got?
Oh, if Gibbs White was playing, I would give Forest more of a chance. I know Anderson's looking good at Forest at the moment, and they're looking okay. But I'm going to go for, again, 2-1 United.
2-1 United?
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got here? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 3 o'clock kickoff games. First one, we got Brentford at home to Palace. I'm gonna go 2-0 Palace on that one.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go 2-2.
2-2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Palace need to make sure they're in good form to going into that final. So I think they should, play all their major players going into the final. Treat this like a prep game.
I'm going to change it. I think Brentford win.
You think Brentford win?
I'm going to change mine. I'm going to change it.
What do you got? You got 2-1 or 3-2?
2-1 Brentford.
2-1 Brentford. All right.
I'm just going to go 2-1 for every game this week.
All right. We got Everton at home at the Dick against Sunderland.
I'm going to go 2-1 Everton.
2-1 Everton. Okay. Leeds at home to Brighton. I'm going 2-0 Brighton.
I'm going to go 2-0 Brighton as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a solid
Wolves.
Shout.
Yeah. Wolves at home at the Molineux against Fulham. It's a hard
2-0.
one.
2-0 Fulham.
2-0 Fulham. I'm going to go 1-1.
Okay.
1-1. The 5:30 kickoff. We got Newcastle at home to West Ham. This is a must win to West Ham.
I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham.
I just feel like they're going to do something. They're going to be angry. They're going to be angry.
I think they should start Wilson too if he's fit enough to start.
Newcastle not in the best form,
Mm-mm.
so I think West Ham. I think they do it.
Yeah, Bowen and Callum Wilson to take them over the line. I think.
Yeah.
All right, now we got 2 of the big title games. Monday we got Arsenal and Burnley. Arsenal's at home at the Emirates.
3-0 Burnley.
3-0 Burnley. I'm abstaining from this prediction because last time I predicted Arsenal to win against. I think I predicted Arsenal to beat West Ham, so not doing that. On the Tuesday, we got 2 games. We have Bournemouth at the Vitality against City.
I want City to win because I want that title race to go to the last moment.
Yeah.
So love you cherries, but I'm going to say 2-1 City.
I'm going to go 3-1 City because they just won 3-0 at Palace, right? Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
they put a weaker team out as well. They
Palace.
No.
Oh
City.
yeah. They did.
Play. Yeah.
Tuesday, we got Chelsea versus Tottenham.
Oh, that's going to be juicy. Oh, I'm going to say, I keep saying it, 2-1 Chelsea. I've said 2-1
Chelsea
today, but
yeah,
I think
Chelsea's at home. They're coming off a good result against Liverpool. I think Chelsea will take this one 2-1. Mm-hmm. And the big game of the weekend tomorrow, the FA Cup final.
Yes, I actually forgot about it. Because the FA Cup final tomorrow. Oh, do you know what? I have got a feeling. I don't know why.
You think Chelsea will win it?
I feel like Chelsea are going to win. I just think it'd be a very Chelsea thing to do.
I hope Chelsea win, and they give their manager the full-time job.
Yeah,
you can't sack him after winning a cup like that. Come on,
no. Come on. I feel like it would just be because they've been at a terrible season for Chelsea standards. I think it would be a very Chelsea thing for them to win because they always seem to win something. You know, even when they're not doing that well. You know, Chelsea. That side that can still do it. So I think
even under Tuchel, they weren't great, but they won the Champions League. So
So I'm going to go Chelsea, and I think it's going to be a close game again. And guess what? I'm going to say 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Let's make it fun. Let's go 1-1, and we solve it with penalties.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been? Oh man, imagine if this was Arsenal City again. That would have been amazing.
Oh, it would be mind games. It'd be. Oh, can you imagine? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, City could still do the double. They could still do the triple. City. You know, they could do the triple.
Oh yeah, the domestic treble. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they'd done the treble this year? That would be insane.
That would be nuts. I don't think I asked you this last time, but Champions League final. Let's get our predictions out now. What do you got?
I think PSG.
Yeah.
I think PSG win.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm going to go with PSG.
I
can't really give a score line. If I had to give you a score line, I'd probably say 2-0 PSG.
Yeah. I think if there's an early goal in that game, either way, I think that could be a really good final.
Yeah.
And I
don't think it's going to be.
No. I'm not. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a great final. But I think PSG look pretty strong. And I think they're gonna do it.
Yeah, I think so too. But all right, folks. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. It was a little bit ranty at the beginning, but we got through what we wanted to cover. Apparently with Lewis last week, we got some good feedback. He had a good time. So there you go. If you would like to be on the show like Lewis was, please, if you know Tommy personally, because you have more football fans around you, get a hold of him. We'll get you on the show. We'll come.
A lot of people want to come on. I've had a lot of people reach out. People in the US as well that want to come on.
Oh, no kidding.
I've had a lot of people say they want to come on. So it's getting some traction, brother. We're getting some people.
Send it to our collective email of letsgetfooty@gmail.com. So
Mhm.
like that, both if Tommy's busy, I can keep track of it, and vice versa. Because we do have other podcasts that we run.
Mhm.
So shameless plug for those podcasts, Tommy. I host the Wandering Road podcast with my co-host Dean. Paranormal podcast. We talk everything ghosts, demons, cryptids, sometimes conspiracy theories, demonology, you name it, we talk about it. And we also bring guests on the show as well. So if you want to be a guest on the show, just shoot us an email at twroadpodcast@gmail.com. And Tommy, what about you?
Yeah, so we got Let's Get Freaky podcast, and the same. We talk about the paranormal, the supernatural, ghosts, cryptids, UFOs, conspiracies, all that fun stuff. We have guests share their experiences. We've all had some weird stuff going on, and it's nice to get it out and talk about it, because this world is a lot stranger than we think it is. So Let's Get Freaky podcast. If you would like to be a guest on that show, let's get freaky podcast at mail.com, or you can reach us on social media there as well. TC Let's Get Freaky podcast. Yes.
You heard that, folks. Go follow our paranormal podcast. Follow this podcast. Reach out to us if you want to come on and talk some football. Up the Reds.
Up the O's.
Up Burnley.
Up the Burnley. Come on, Burnley.
Up the Clarets.